A Tesla Cybertruck owner has broken the rule. When you buy a Cybertruck, you agree not to sell it within 12 months. There is a penalty of $50,000 if you sell it early. However, it doesn't really matter to these people who are selling Cybertrucks because they're selling them for way more than that penalty. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Tesla Cybertruck. People have been selling them used, even though there is a $50,000 penalty. They don't care because they're making more than that anyway, way more than that. Somebody just sold a Cybertruck to Porsche for $244,000 US, way more than double the price that it cost to buy one. $244,000. Now, why would Porsche be buying a Cybertruck? I mean, they don't make pickup trucks. Well, Porsche make electric cars. Maybe that's why. Now, Porsche have done this a really interesting way because a Porsche dealership has actually purchased this vehicle to try to make it look like this isn't Porsche themselves. Very clearly, it is Porsche themselves. They're just using a Porsche dealership to buy the vehicle that way in order to make it look like it's a dealership. And it's not Porsche that want to dissect the Cybertruck, to take it apart piece by piece by piece by piece, which is a good idea. In fact, Porsche have done that with previous Tesla vehicles. I think this makes sense. Nothing really wrong with that. I think if you're a competitor, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you get your competition's vehicle, their new EV, and see what they're doing differently? Have a look at their 48-volt architecture. Have a look at all the changes. Have a look at all the new technology in the Cybertruck. And there is plenty of new technology. I do think, though, there is one piece of technology that Porsche wants to use in particular. And this, you might think, well, it's not that interesting, but to Porsche it is. Now, what matters the most in a Porsche vehicle? What does Porsche focus on? It's not range, it's not charging. It's actually things like handling. How does the vehicle handle? How does it drive? What's the driving experience? That's the key thing with a Porsche vehicle. It's what journalists talk about all the time. It's the key reason why people are willing to pay so much money for cars that, in my opinion, are a little bit boring. Porsche hasn't really done much for the last 20 years. They've kind of made new iterations of previous cars. I actually love Porsche, but you've got to admit, they're just remaking old cars. People say Tesla is old for doing that, but for some reason it's fine for Porsche to do exactly that. And what does Porsche do? Another 911, looks the same as the last one, has slightly different bodywork, tiny bit. Can you tell the difference? I can't. Another 911, another 911, another GT3 RS, another GT3 RS. It's not really much different. What Porsche is doing, though, with those new vehicles is refining the handling. But what would enable Porsche to take that up another level? Steer-by-wire. There's no other manufacturer in the world currently selling a vehicle with steer-by-wire, which means the handling, the steering wheel, is not connected to the wheels. It's only connected via a digital mechanism, right? There's no actual direct cable. So when you turn the Cybertruck's steering wheel, well, it doesn't matter if you're parked completely because it can just turn the wheels completely because it's not connected mechanically. That is technology that Legacy Auto have been trying to work on now for more than 20 years, but they haven't yet produced a vehicle you can buy with that technology. So I think that is the number one reason Porsche have purchased the Cybertruck, to actually break down and look at how Tesla has made the steer-by-wire technology work. It's quite complicated apparently, but for some reason Tesla decided that was a priority. Now, what are the advantages of steer-by-wire? Well, for one, you can completely digitally change the way the steering is. So when you're driving faster, you can make the steering wheel, the actual input, slower. Which, I mean, if you're driving fast and you turn the steering wheel, you don't want a fast reaction, do you? Otherwise you're going to roll over, you're going to crash. That's one of the good things. If you're driving slower, you can make the inputs easier and faster. So you're driving slow, you want to be able to do a U-turn, for example, then you don't need to put in much effort. That, in my opinion, would be a definite advantage to Porsche vehicles. I think you'll find Porsche have been working on this kind of technology now actually for more than a decade. That, I believe, is the key reason they've purchased a Cybertruck. But what I think is still mind-blowing is people saying Cybertruck price, they're saying Cybertruck resale value is falling. They're saying, dealerships, whoever it is in the United States, will only pay you $75,000 for a $100,000 Cybertruck. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if Cybertrucks are selling for $250,000, that just doesn't add up. So, if you want a bit more proof that the Cybertruck is, well, in massive demand, just have a look at some of the used prices. $244,000 appears to be a good deal. Someone else sold one for $270,000. Anyhow, guys, what are your thoughts on Porsche buying a Cybertruck? Why do you think they did it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.